Welcome to our podcast. Today we're diving into the life and legacy of Birsa Munda, the great hero of the tribals. Let's get started.
Absolutely, can't wait to hear more about him. So, who exactly was Birsa Munda?
Well, Birsa Munda was a visionary born in 1874. He led the tribal communities in Chotanagpur against British oppression.
Yeah.
He realized that the British were exploiting the masses and draining wealth from the land.
That's fascinating. And what made him stand out among other leaders of his time?
You know, it's like he ignited a spark among the tribals. He organized them to protest land grabbing by non-tribals, which was turning them into bonded laborers in their own land. He was known as Dharti Aba, meaning Father of the Earth.
Father of the Earth? That's a powerful title. How did he earn that?
He led his first protest march in 1894 for the remission of forest dues. During a devastating famine, he rallied the people against unjust taxes and practices. He's even worshipped as Bhagavan in Jharkhand today.
Wow, so his influence is still felt today. But what was the core of his movement?
At its heart, he wanted to end exploitation by the Dikus, the non-tribals, and intermediaries like thikadars, moneylenders, and zamindars. The British courts didn't recognize tribal customs of land ownership, causing them to lose their lands.
That's heartbreaking. So he was fighting to restore their rights over their own land?
Exactly. He rallied the tribals with the call, Maharani Raj Tundu Jana Oro Abua Raj Ete Jana, which means, let the Queen's rule end and our own kingdom be established.
Right.
He was urging them to reclaim their sovereignty.
That's quite revolutionary. Did his actions have any lasting impact legally?
Absolutely. His struggle led to the Chotanagpur Tenancy Act of 1908.
Oh, really?
This act prohibited the transfer of tribal land to non-tribals and provided for the restoration of alienated land.
That's significant, but he died in 1900, right? So the act came after him?
Yes, he died in jail at just 25.
So young.
But his movement pressured the British to enact laws protecting tribal lands. His legacy lived on.
It's inspiring how much he accomplished in such a short life. Do you think his vision has been fulfilled today?
Well, that's where things get complicated. While there are protections in place now, like constitutional safeguards and development initiatives, many tribals still face challenges like displacement due to industrial projects and inadequate compensation.
So in a way, the struggle continues?
Exactly. Birsa's dream of restoring land to tribals is still a work in progress.
Right.
Ongoing exploitation and land loss remain issues to address.
It's unfortunate that history seems to be repeating itself. What can be done to truly honor his legacy?
I think, as Nehru said, tribal people should develop along the lines of their own genius, and we should avoid imposing anything on them forcibly. Encouraging their traditional arts and culture and ensuring laws protecting their rights are effectively implemented are crucial.
That makes sense, but do you think the current policies are sufficient?
You know, I think implementation is the main hurdle. The policies look good on paper, but without action, they don't create change. There's a need for better administration to make them effective.
But aren't some policies inherently flawed? Maybe they don't fully consider tribal needs.
You might be right. Perhaps the policies need to be more rooted in tribal perspectives.
Exactly.
Engaging with the communities directly could lead to more effective solutions.
It's like a vicious cycle that's hard to break. Do you think community initiatives could help?
Definitely. Grassroots movements and greater community involvement can empower the tribals. Awareness and education play crucial roles in overcoming these challenges.
Maybe if more people knew about Birsa Munda's story, it could inspire change?
I believe so. His life shows that determination can achieve great things, even against great odds. Sharing his story might ignite renewed efforts for tribal rights.
You know, I wonder if modern movements can learn from his strategies.
That's a great point. His ability to unite people and focus on common goals is something to learn from.
Exactly.
Adapting those lessons to today's context could be powerful.
Absolutely. So, before we wrap up, what's the key takeaway from Birsa Munda's life?
I'd say it's the importance of standing up against injustice and fighting for one's rights. Even when the odds are against you, one person's determination can spark significant change.
That's inspiring. His story is one that needs to be more widely known.
Absolutely. So let's continue to share his legacy and support efforts that honor his vision.
Yes.
It's up to us to help realize the dreams he had for his people.
Well said. Thanks for this enlightening discussion.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure talking about such an inspiring figure.